Hello, welcome. I am Narendra from Sanatana Yoga Academy. In today's video, I am going to show you a flow sequence of several yoga poses, all standing, for you to gain full body strength and flexibility. Prior to attempting this, you should know a couple of things. First is how to breathe. Breathing always through nostrils, taking deep breath into your lungs and all the way down into your stomach, and then pulling your stomach in to exhale. That's how to breathe. And while you're doing all these moves, we have to park your mind, because while you're concentrating on the moves, you don't want your mind wandering around outside your body. Okay? And thirdly, how to prepare your body to start yoga, or for that matter any physical activities. All these points that I have just discussed are covered in videos that you can find on my YouTube channel, and it is absolutely essential you watch them. And then there are two other videos that are important, making them a total of 5 videos. And how do you stand in yoga? You stand stable and energetically, creating energy flows within your feet by the foot lock. Foot lock is called Pada Bandha in Sanskrit, and that's covered in one of the videos as well. Similarly, while you place weight on your palms during, say for example, downward dog, which we will be doing today, or even other more strenuous poses such as the crow pose, you must remember there is a specific way in which you transfer weight from your body to your hands, first to the fingers and then to the periphery of your palms, and avoiding weight on your wrist and also avoiding weight on the hollow of your palm. So you keep your fingers spread out except the thumb close to the index finger, not necessarily touching, about 30-degree angle. And then you land your weight on your fingers, and then you gently come down, transferring weight on your fingers and the periphery of the palms. Please watch all those 5 videos covering how to breathe, how to deal with your mind while you do yoga postures, and how to prepare your body in terms of warm-ups, including your joints and muscles. And then thirdly, foot lock, and finally hand lock or hasta bandha. So you must watch that. I am assuming you have already watched that and you have prepared yourself to do what we are going to start now. So I'm going to give you this sequence. So we start first with mountain pose, feet together, toes and heels touching together, and you stand in mountain pose, breathing in deeply. From mountain pose, we come to raised hand pose. Raise your hands, inhaling. From raised hand pose, we are going to go to awkward pose, which is sometimes called chair pose. Watch, see what I have done. I have actually kept my knee on top of my ankles. I don't move my knee joint ahead of my ankles. Bring your palms to your chest and get into twisted awkward pose, turning towards the right, bringing your left elbow towards your right knee and turning sideways to your right. Now bring your right elbow to your left knee, looking sideways to the left. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths, and then you come up and go into triangle pose, and from triangle to extended triangle on your right side, that's my right foot, and from extended triangle to twisted triangle, you bring your left hand on the outside of your right foot, right hand up and look over your right shoulder, and come straight into warrior pose on your right both your feet engaged in footlock, hands holding a spear, taking 3 to 5 breaths, and now come down to warrior pose with a sword, holding a sword in your right hand. From this you come to revolve warrior pose. Drop your left hand on your left leg and right hand over your head looking up. And we go to the next warrior pose. Standing on your right leg. From this we come straight to half moon pose, placing the right hand on the ground, left hand up in the air and looking over your left shoulder. And from the half moon pose we go on to twisted half moon pose. Bring your left hand down onto the floor and raise your right hand up and look over your right shoulder. And come up, repeating the whole thing on the left side now. So I'll be now starting from my left side warrior poses. Coming to the second warrior pose with a sword in your left hand. Keep your body upright, don't lean forward. Press both your feet strongly into the ground in footlock mode. And from here, drop your right hand onto your right leg, left hand over your head looking up into revolved warrior pose. And then you come up, get ready for the third warrior pose. And we go on to half moon pose. Now I'm going to get on with twisted half moon pose. Bring my right hand to the floor, left hand goes up. And we come down, back to mountain pose, and now we are going to go on to downward dog pose, kneeling, engaging hand lock, keeping your fingers on the floor, taking weight, thumb close to the index finger. And now I am in downward dog. I gently press my heels towards the floor, head hanging loose. Now I'm going to do one-legged downward dog. Switching on to my left leg. From downward dog now, I come to yoga plank, keeping my body straight as a plank from the top of my head to my heels. From my yoga plank, I go on to Sage Vasishta's pose, commonly called side plank, on my right palm and right foot, left foot on top of my right foot, and I look over my left shoulder. if any of you have wrist pain and you can't do this, you can always do this pose on your elbow. So from my side plank or Vasishthasana on my right side, I'm going to go on to the left side, weight on my left palm and left foot. And from here, I'm going to go to the upward facing plank pose. And from here I come back to my plank, and from my plank I come to rod pose on 4 limbs. And from here I'm going to finish off with a series of infant poses or baby poses. That's the infant pose. And from my infant pose I go on to extended infant pose, stretching my fingers ahead of me. And I come up to diamond pose. So I have done it in relatively slow pace, but you have got the sequence and you can practice this. This is really good to develop joint strength in virtually all the major joints and major muscles as well, and flexibility. This is something that you can attempt once you have practiced yoga for say 6 months to a year and you're reasonably confident with your balance and your hand lock. Hand lock is very important to master to avoid wrist pain. I will introduce you to more of these standing sequences. There is already a video made with my seated flow sequences, which I hope you will enjoy. So until then, I would like to leave you to practice this sequence. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up icon, press the subscribe button, follow us on the Facebook and our Instagram, and look out for my blogs, our upcoming workshops both online and face-to-face on our website. And I take my leave from you now. Thank you. Wishing you prosperity, peace, happiness and abundance. And namaste. I bow down to the inner divine within you and me.